Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode. The next race is Catalonia, so let's see if we can maintain our winning streak at the moment. Right, so FP3, I was 4th quickest. I've already set a lap time already, but it's one that we can go a bit quicker. Hopefully we can get a good qualifying result and then do a good race. I mean, the bike's feeling alright around here. We're 2/10 under my own lap time at the moment. Just a couple of issues with the bike, but nothing too major. Just don't seem to be quite quick enough at the moment. But it's obviously not the qualifying that matters, it's all about the race. And we are leading the championship at the moment by a nice little margin. So hopefully we can capitalise on that and keep going and building on that quite nicely. We will get to some difficult tracks, maybe a bit later on in the season. To the hairpin. All good so far. We're still under my own time. Actually no, it's not my time now because we're down to 8th place, so we're going quickest still at the moment, which is what we need to do because we're almost outside the top 10. So through the final corner, out we come and run to the line. It's got to move us up. It has. So finishing in 5th place, 3/10 behind.
Thanks for joining us. Tune in again tomorrow for live coverage where the cameras are lingering on the favourite.
So it is wet. It is a wet track situation. So no rain. It obviously has rained, but yeah, just a wet track. So these kind of races kind of usually go my favour, because especially when the track starts drying out.
Grand Prix will officially begin. Riders are getting focused because they know that they will have to give 100% from the very beginning.
Yes, we will. Okay, let's do this. Catalonia wet track. Let's have it. That was an okay start. Oh, straight into the back of Rins. Into turn 1, up the inside of my teammate Cal Crutchlow. Well, we got him. Couldn't quite stick Rins out. I ideally want to get past Rins as quick as possible because I think he's going to be a bit of a threat for the win. But we've gone wide. He's come back through. Is Crutchlow coming through as well? He's not. We've got a good run there. So back past Rins we go. Hopefully we can make it stick now. I think we have. That's fine. So we've got Rossi leading, Dovizioso 2nd, Marquez 3rd, I'm in 4th, up the inside of Marquez, not yet. Dovy's gone wide, but not wide enough. So I've done no wet practice, so this is literally my first couple of laps in the wet. Oh, here comes Marquez past Dovizioso up the inside, no. Or is he? Dovizioso's gone very wide. In fact, we're going to come through as well. So we're up to 3rd. Marquez in 2nd. Rossi is pulling away in the lead. Dovizioso going to come back underneath? No, good. Marquez has gone a bit wide and we got him. So we're into 2nd place. Thank you, Marquez, for gifting me that 2nd place. Now then, can we catch Rossi? Other races where we've had similar conditions, when the track dried out, we started catching the leader, but especially at Jerez, but unfortunately kind of left it a little bit too late and just run out of time on the last lap. But I don't know, it's quite a nice gap Rossi's got already. 151.9. Wow. He's nearly 2 seconds quicker than me on that lap. So I need to get a bit of a wriggle on to see if we can start closing that gap down. Still 1.8 at the moment. We're pulling away from Marquez, so that's good. Just need to see if we can capitalise on that. And I mean, Rossi's not really a major title contender at the moment. So the main thing is we're ahead of Marquez and DeVizioso. That is the main thing. So we just need to stay where we are and we will extend our lead. But what I don't want to do is throw it up the road and end up having a crash and a DNF. So what is the gap doing? Go into the hairpin. 1.7, so it's come down a fraction. That's fine with me. Abraham has crashed. Can we catch Rossi? That gap has come down by 1/10 of a second. But what is it going to be over the line? So, over the line we go. It's nearly 2 seconds again. So, the gap's going the wrong way for me. He is extending that gap over the line. Trouble is I'm going to have to push to try and catch up, but we've got a nice lead over Marquez. So we may start going into no man's land and have a very lonely race in second place. Because Rossi at the moment is pulling away. But we saw this at Jerez. When I was trying to catch Rins, it took a few laps before the lap times started overlapping. And then I started going quicker and closing the gap. So it may be a similar situation here, but the gap is over 2 seconds now. So we'll keep an eye on that over the next couple of laps and see what happens. And whether we're actually able to close Rossi down. But usually when the track starts drying out, we start getting quicker and quicker. That's when we start closing in. Just don't want to make too many mistakes at the moment. I want to stay as close as possible so that it's not a massive, massive gap to try and close down. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that way at the moment because Rossi is just pulling away. So go to Assen after this race. That should be a good race. So what is it going to be over the line? So it was 1.9 over the line last time. It is probably over 2 seconds. Yeah, it's nearly 3 seconds. Okay. This is a bit bad. Gone in too hot, yeah. That's the trouble, if I start pushing a bit too much, I'm going to start making more mistakes. And yeah, we're just going to end up losing more time. So it's over 3 seconds now, the gap. So that's not good for me. Not for the win anyway. But second place, I mean, it's better than nothing. Better than no points at all. So just have to see if I can hold on to second place. Should be possible. Hopefully it will. Depends if the other guys start speeding up a bit as well, which they may well do, but we will have to wait and see. Yeah, it's over 3.5 seconds now. So Rossi's pulling away. Rins is way down. Don't know what's happened to him. Considering he was towards the pointy end at the start of the race, we got past him after a little fight with him. So I'm just going to have to go about my business and see if I can stay in second. So yeah, you guys are obviously probably already aware that there was no league race put on the channel at the beginning of this week. The reason for that is a very similar reason to what happened when we first tried to do round 2 at Circuit Americas. No. Tomas de Rio Hondo, sorry. Circuit Americas is the one we're trying to do at the moment. So, yeah, basically the game just kept freezing and kicking people out. It didn't even look like we're going to be able to race. I gave it a few attempts, but it just it just kept locking up on me. So the lobby just kept getting completely disbanded, and in the end we just had to give up because it wasn't going to work. So we'll try again this weekend, see if we can do it, because I don't know, it's a bit annoying. Maybe the game only wants us to do a race once every 2 weeks, but yeah, we just have to keep trying, and hopefully something will get sorted out with it soon. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Also, other news you may have seen in the community tab section on my channel, that yesterday at time of recording I was in Austria. So I was very, very lucky to be invited over to Salzburg in Austria by Milestone to go to the launch event of MXGP 2019, and it was such a fun day. We got to ride some KTM free ride motocross bikes on a motocross track, and that was a lot of fun. Bit of a weird sensation riding an electric bike. Never ridden an electric bike before. Never done motocross before either, so that was a nice little experience. Something ticked off the list. I definitely want to do it again. But yeah, it was a hell of a lot of fun, and yeah, all in all, a very good day. Then we got to go to the KTM Moto Hall and have a look at the history and that of KTM. And then we got to go to the KTM factory and go inside that, which was really cool as well. So yeah, it was a really, really awesome time. So big thank you to Milestone for inviting me out. Obviously got to test out MXGP 2019 as well, the game. And it is shaping up really good at the moment. So that will be coming to the channel when that is launched on August 27th, I think it is. So yeah, that will be coming to the channel when that's released. But yeah, had such a good day, and yeah, definitely want to do a bit more motocrossing. I know that near here there is a very similar thing with the motocross bikes KTM, so which is I think about 10 minutes away from where I live, so might go and give that a go at some point. I need to get a GoPro or something so I can record that, because that'd be pretty cool. And then who knows, maybe I might decide to try and get into motocross properly, but I have to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, even though, like I said, was a bit of a strange feeling to begin with, riding an electric bike. Like I said, never ridden an electric bike before, let alone off-road. But yeah, it was really, really awesome, lots of fun. And yeah, can't wait till the game comes out in August. We are coming towards the end of this lap. Rossi is just getting quicker and quicker. 1:43.5. I'm nowhere near that. 1:45.1. So Rossi is over 7 seconds up the road. It's not looking likely that we're going to be able to catch him. So it is literally just try and hold on to second place. We're on the penultimate lap, so not long to go. Morbidelli's up to 4th though. No, he's not. He's back down to 5th because Vinales has gotten back. So the track doesn't actually feel as dry as I thought it was going to. Usually it feels a bit drier, but I don't feel like I can really push a hell of a lot. The tyres aren't feeling that great either. But yeah, just got to try and hold on to second, because that gap behind is looking like it's coming down. But yeah, by now, we would have started catching the leader, but it's not happening. The gap's over 8 seconds now, and there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to close in 8 seconds on the final lap, so that's not going to happen. Just got to hold on to second. That gap is coming down to 3rd. Gonna have to watch out for that. Otherwise, we may end up 3rd or lower, because whoever's in 4th isn't that far behind. Got to hold on for one more lap, but we should extend our lead, because like I said, Rossi was he 4th or 5th in the championship, so he might move up a few positions. But think we should extend our lead. So through the final corner for the penultimate time. Another fastest lap for Rossi, 1:43.0. And yeah, again, 1:44.7 for me. So not working, but a second place, I'll take that. We've had quite a few second places this season as I completely cock up turn 1 and turn 2. Got to hold on, but that gap is coming down. Are we going to be caught? I hope not. Come on, just stay in second. Come on. 0.7 of a second we've got at the moment. Is that going to be enough? Quattro's moved up to 6th. Rins is back in the points. But we will finish top Honda, so I guess that's something. I think we've got a big enough gap as well. No one's going to have a lunge from all the way back there. 10 seconds Rossi has got, so never even closed in at all through that race. He had like over a second a lap over everyone. So it'll be interesting to see what his fastest lap is compared to everyone else's, because he was in the just in the 1:43s, 1:43.0 he'd done. So yeah, so coming to the line. Did I just see Rossi done a 1:42.5 on the final lap?
While the riders complete their
He did as well, but everyone else, apart from a couple of them, were in the 1:44s or the 1:45s or slower. Okay, so Rossi was quite considerably quicker than everyone else. Oh, he's actually moved up 3 positions to 2nd in the championship now, so Rossi is our main rival at the moment. Alright, well, we're going to have to see if we can beat Rossi in the next round.
Excellent result for both him and the team, giving them hope for the following races.
It's all good. 2nd place is fine. Just the championship is just changing ever so slightly.
He gave us a great race and now is enjoying his win. The highest step of the podium is Valentino Rossi's today.
There we go. The podium completed. Both LCR Hondas on there. Myself and Crutchlow, so that's good. Good for the team. Good for the team championship. On to Assen. So, haven't got enough points to do any more development. So we head off to Assen now for the next round. Let's hope we can do better. So, disaster. So I won't be showing you qualifying because I couldn't do a quick lap at all. I really struggled in qualifying. I am starting in last place. Completely stone dead last is where I'm starting. Really struggling with the Honda around here in the rain. FP3 was wet, so I couldn't go straight through to Q2 because there was some dry sessions. So yeah, I had to do Q1, couldn't get through Q1, so starting dead last. And yeah, let's just see what we can do. I think this one is going to be completely damage limitation. Just try and get as far up as I can, but I think we may struggle to get some points here, or some decent points. So I'm just going to have to take it as it comes, unfortunately. But yeah, the Honda feeling absolutely horrible around here. Not good at all. Oh, just piling through. A little nudge from pole as well. Come on. Okay, so we made a few positions up. Not quite in the points. Oh, that's pole going a bit too quick into there. We are 1 place behind a single point. Oh, Nakagami, what are you doing? Take that back, thank you very much. Come on, there we go. No, not quite. Oh, Nakagami's around the outside. Is he going to go in a bit too hot? Can I get that back? Not quite. Okay, they're going wide now. Cut back underneath. We've got Zarco. And we are staying in. Oh, come on, sneak through. There we go. We're in the points now. Come on, Nakagami, get out of the way. So we're up to 13th now. No, we're not. We're back down to 14th. Nakagami is just fighting like a absolute animal into the gut. Timmer chicane for the first time. Is that Marquez down there? Marquez, oh, spinning up on the grass. Don't want to be doing that. Marquez is way down then. Nakagami, you're really starting to piss me off now. Let's allow Marquez back through. Yeah, so Marquez struggling, so all the Hondas seem to be struggling a little bit. Lorenzo's quite far up, actually. Lorenzo's up to 4th. Oh, there goes Marquez. He's gone off track there. And we're finally past Nakagami. That took a while. Marquez is way down. I think he went completely off track, so he's lost loads of time. Try and get past Iannone aboard the Aprilia. He's in 7th place. I mean, to be fair, he had a fairly decent result in real life around Assen, and that was in the dry. Oh, he's gone wide there, but I took a pretty crap line myself, if I'm honest. So, this is fine. We're in 8th. This is a lot better than I was anticipating. I was anticipating to be, I don't know, struggling to get 15th place, but we got something, so that is fine. We've got some semi-decent points. We just need to try and get past Iannone. At the moment, everyone just holding station. Into the chicane. So what is the order looking like? So Morbidelli's leading. Crutchlow's in 2nd. Crutchlow top Honda. We've got Lorenzo and Iannone fighting just ahead of me. They're going wide. So we're closing in on them. Get past Lorenzo now. There we go. Now we are the 2nd Honda. But not only is another Honda quicker than me, it's also my teammate, Cal Crutchlow, 2nd place. But yeah, Morbidelli, he's out front. Through here we go. Oh, oh. I think Iannone just tagged someone then. I know we tagged him, but then he tagged whoever was on the outside of him and went down. So Iannone is down. He just ended up getting sandwiched between myself and whoever that was on the outside. Because he stayed on when I lightly touched him, and then saw him hit someone else and went down. So we're fighting with DEgITx now. This is for 4th place. Up the inside. Thank you very much. Nice little cheeky wheelie as well as we went past. So Fabio Quartararo is in 3rd. So both Petronas Yamahas at the moment looking for a podium. Marquez down in 20th. Where's Rossi as well? I think he's a couple of places back. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see when we go across the line to see where Rossi is. So 1.2 we've got to try and make up on Quartararo. Yeah, I don't really feel that confident around here on the Honda. Like I said, it was miserable in qualifying. So we're still going quite a bit slower than Morbidelli, about half a second slower. I didn't look then to see where Rossi was. Right, our main focus is catch Fabio Quartararo, if I can. And Crutchlow isn't too far ahead of him, and Morbidelli isn't that far ahead of him. They take some weird line around there. They go very... I think what they're trying to do is go wide like they do in the dry and then cut back. But because it's wet, they're going wide and then almost virtually stopping. They're going wide and staying wide. So Nakagami is 11th. So yeah, he was starting to annoy me. Just kept attacking. Gone very wide there. Kind of followed Quartararo wide. Okay. Here we go. Try and close that gap. That gap doesn't look like it's come down at all, if I'm honest. Still over a second, that's for sure it is. It's 1.4, so it's actually gone up about a tenth of a second. So we might be looking at a 4th place here, but considering where we started, back of the grid, that is not too bad. And considering we are ahead of our main rivals, because Rossi's in 5th, we will still extend our championship even if it stays as it is. So that's what I call a result, if I'm honest. That gap looks like it's come down a bit now. We definitely close down through this left. I was a bit wide myself then actually, but if we can take a tighter line and get the exit, we should be able to take quite a nice chunk out of them. Yeah, it's only come down about a tenth of a second again, 1.3. So yeah, everything just holding station at the moment. I'm going to have to start pushing a little bit more. The gap's 1.5 now, so it's gone back up and I've gone very wide. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to catch Quartararo, so I think we may be looking at a 4th place here. Well, like I said, the most important thing is we are ahead of our main rivals. So we've got Quartararo ahead of us, who isn't in the championship fight. Crutchlow ahead of us, who isn't in the championship fight. And leading is Morbidelli, who again isn't in the championship fight. So I'm just going to have to just keep clicking the laps off, because yeah, that gap is going up. 1.6 to Quartararo. Definitely damage limitation, and I think we've pretty much done that. If we can finish in 4th, that will be job done. Just need to hope that the tyres last as well. The track's obviously not going to dry because it's still raining. Dovi up to 10th, Jack Miller down to 11th. Now Jack Miller up to 10th and Dovi down to 11th, and vice versa. And yeah, okay. Oh, he's gone wide there. That was slightly better than me. That's definitely going to have to bring that gap down, surely. It has 1.2. So it's come down by quite a nice chunk. Come on. Let's catch him. 1.7 again, so it's gone back up. Okay, I don't think we are going to catch him. Literally, we take a nice chunk out of him, and then next sector it goes back up by quite a big margin. So, yeah, looking at a 4th place. Unless they crash, of course, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm wondering if Quartararo is catching Crutchlow, or if Crutchlow is just starting to ease away. He's still within range. Quartararo picks the pace up a little bit, then he may just catch Crutchlow. I mean, if he did, that'd be good, because maybe they will have a fight and start messing each other up and slowing each other down. But in the dry, in the lower categories, we used to make up quite a bit of time coming out of the chicane, 1.5. Made a little bit of time up through that chicane, but it's whether we can bring that down enough. I mean, we're on lap 7 already. We've got 2 to go. Well, after this one anyway. Oh, he's very wide there. Very wide. Is he just starting to make a few mistakes? He's close to Crutchlow as well, but obviously they almost virtually stopped there. I'll tell you what, that's a lot closer. That's a lot closer. It's under a second, 0.7. That's what I like to see. And let's just hope it's not too little too late, because we're getting towards the end of the race. 0.8, so it's not gone up a massive chunk this time through that sector. It's only gone up a tenth of a second. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. Yeah, the pressure's building now. We are closing on Quartararo. Iannoni's back in the points. Crutchlow's not that far ahead either. I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can get Fabio on the next lap. And then just try and get Crutchlow on the final lap. I don't think it's going to work out that way. But I'll give it a go. Catching Morbidelli is completely out of the question. We're not going to catch him. We have been getting quicker and quicker. Our lap times have been coming down. So, 2 laps to go. Can we do anything about Quartararo? He's catching Crutchlow as well. So these two could be quite close together very, very soon. See if we can pounce on Quartararo coming out of the hairpin. Because that's where we made up a lot of time last time out. Oh, come on, come on. So we're a lot closer. It's game on for the podium. I wasn't expecting to do this, if I'm honest. We are closing on Quartararo now. Are we going to see him make a few mistakes? We've seen him made quite a few mistakes already this race. He's gone wide. He's gone very wide. We've got the exit. Here we go. Passing the third place. Just blast straight past him because he went wide. Oh, he's back up the inside. Is he going to go wide? Yes, he is. Have we got the drive? He's got the inside for the double right. Is he going to go wide through there? Trying to sneak through on the exit. The door is open. Oh, drifting wide. And we are past. Crutchlow is a bit further up the road now, but we are past past Quartararo even, trying to catch Crutchlow. A second to Crutchlow exactly. And we're already starting to pull away from Quartararo. Well, we're going to have one shot at this. Oh, Quartararo's just completely messed himself up by going in too hot into the chicane. He's out of it now, but we're close to Crutchlow, under half a second behind. Final lap time. Teammates, so I don't want to take him out. I don't want to crash and then take him out, because that won't be good. Come on, where can we do it? Can we do it through Disturbance? Bit wide there myself actually, so that didn't work. The two LCR Hondas fighting for second place. We got a slight better drive though. This is going to be a good last lap, I feel. If I can get past him, of course. Like I said, Morbidelli completely out of the picture. Oh, I don't know. I think he may just have enough now. Will he go really wide here? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. That's allowed me to close back in, but not quite get past him yet. Go wide, please. He's gone a bit wide, but that's fine. So he'll cut that back. I wasn't quite close enough to shove it through the inside. I know I went wide myself. Here we go. Through the kink. I don't think we're going to be able to do it unless we can do it on the exit of the Gert Timmer chicane. Not going to be able to outbrake him because that will end up with me crashing. It's going to be about the exit. Oh, he's gone in too hot. He's gone in too hot. We have got the drive. We are through into second place on the final lap. Morbidelli wins. We take second and Cal Crutchlow in third. So again, two LCR Hondas on the podium, just like at Catalunya. Morbidelli, the only person in the 140s. And we will extend our championship lead by a nice little margin. So there we go. Nice points lead. Now Crutchlow up to third in the championship. So we're looking healthy for the team championship as well. And the Constructors' Championship.
There might be a touch of bitterness due to the lack of victory, but the second
No, I'll take that second place considering where we started the race. Let's not forget, started dead last on the grid. Couldn't have started any further back. And we still came through to finish in second place.
These days the podium is extremely valuable. MotoGP has never had so many competitive riders at the same time. Today they were at their best.
Oh, well done, Morbidelli.
The level of the championship is only getting better. Consistent results seem to be the secret to a good season.
There we go. That was a good race though, enjoyed that. Fighting through the pack. So there we go, another 2 second places. Let's look at the championship, Red Bull Rookies Cup. Noguchi is leading that from Carlos Tate in second, Yuki Kuni third, Di Pasquale in fourth, and Salvador in fifth place. Moto 3, got Antonelli leading that, Della Porta second, Canet third, Messia fourth, and Arbolino in fifth. Moto 2, you've got Schrotter leading, Luti in that, Alex Marquez third, Baldassari fourth, and Marini in fifth. And then MotoGP, I'm obviously leading that from Valentino Rossi second, Cal Crutchlow in third, Marc Marquez fourth, and Dovizioso in fifth. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.